And here's a question for Katherine. How long does it take to get on board on SB?
Oh God, it's like minutes. I want to say we must have had this running certainly less than 2 weeks. It might have been a week, Alex, from the time that, because these guys, here's the deal. There are three things you need to look at when you consider tools. One is, what is their funding? What have they already received in funding? And what is their ability to get more? Okay, that's very critical. This is expensive stuff to go do. Number two is, what is the talent that they have? What's the location that they're in? What are their connections in the sphere of technology? Because a good idea takes a very good developer and UI experienced person. So what is their sphere of influence within the space? And then finally, it's how much, and this is the big one with SB, how much time are they already spending working with my other vendors? Am I going to have to do all of the introductions, all of the down to the field level explanations of what these tools do and what might be a good idea? For instance, frankly, I introduced Alex and David, right? I'm like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if my LOs inside of Capacity could say, what are my alerts today, right? So they need to do an integration. From the time I introduced those two guys, I've never talked about it again. Look, we're on a webinar together. So clearly they're working together. So if you work with vendors who are already working together, the term time on all of this stuff is relatively quickly because they're already integrated. They've already built these patches.
One of the things that we're very proud of is understanding that speed is important to this industry. When we started to understand how important it is to go from, hey, we want this, to, hey, we need this, we needed to create a very fast onboarding and very fast implementation time. And to Catherine's point, we integrate with every single CRM in the industry, with all sorts of ancillary tools and systems, simply because this intelligence helps power everything, helps everything kind of move smoother. And so, time to go live, there's, that's a great question for Katherine. And I'll say this too, that look, if you have your ducks in a row and your team is ready to go, it could take a week. If there's things that are broken and there's no communication within your internal team, then it's going to take as long as it takes your team to get ready. But we move this fast.